Yeah, they took on Varun Chakravarti. Very few in recent times have done that. 111 kilometers an hour, 69 meters long, and not the highest, just about 16 meters high. It's a second higher. Not a bad over, but 7 came from it quite easily. 128 for no loss.
You imagine, you believe, and then you achieve. Where your attitude? Darren Sami by Asghar Ali.
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है,
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्त है, मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्त है।
इतनी लंबी मीटिंग, अब तो भूख लगना शुरू हो चुकी है। फिर कुछ ऐसा वैसा खा लिया तो जिम में ओवर टाइम लगेगा, पर अब नहीं।
गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट सोप के मुकाबले में 99.9% पिंपल्स को खत्म करे, तो फिर एक्नी, ब्लैक हेड्स, ऑयली स्किन को करो नॉकआउट। नया गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट।
चॉकोलाटो,
इट्स स्पेशल इनसाइड।
डिलिशियस बिस्कॉनी चॉकोलाटो के अंदर छुपी है स्पेशल वेलवेटी चॉकलेट। बिस्कॉनी चॉकोलाटो, इट्स स्पेशल इनसाइड।
मैंने फैसला कर लिया, बाबा को छोड़ के नहीं जाऊंगा। टू गुड
लाइफ में गुड से ज्यादा करने वालों के लिए इनोवेटिव, टू गुड।
गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट सोप के मुकाबले में 99.9% पिंपल्स को खत्म करे, तो फिर एक्नी, ब्लैक हेड्स, ऑयली स्किन को करो नॉकआउट। नया गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट।
पेवर की भूख, I'm always in control.
Throws his bat sometimes, doesn't he, Rizwan? He's Rizwan. He's not a barber. And yet, in their contrasting styles, look at what they've got. Rizwan 63 of 49, Barber 63 of 48. The two different batsmen.
Yeah, different styles. Rizwan's a bit more of a thrasher. Barber just strokes and caresses the ball, picks up length beautifully. Barber Azam, especially off the spinner. A bit of Inzi about him, the way he picks up length off the spinner to pull it away. Great Inzamam played that beautifully.
He was a magnificent chaser, Inzamam. Seen so many events for Pakistan in the past. There's a magic moment back in 2007.
In the air, Srishan takes it. India win.
This one will be called wide. Yeah, Pakistan fans have had to endure that for a long time. Those images of being so near and yet so far, never having won a World Cup game against India. And today, in a sense, is their way of saying, look, we're around here too. You know, we win games.
Yeah, the key for them, and there's still a big if. You can tell in that dressing room, this mustn't be their final. They've got to realise this is a journey for them. Go to set up behind the scenes. It's always turmoil. This is a journey. Massive step this, but still, what do they need? 21 from 21.
India got a bit of a finishing kick, and that's what got them to 151. At the same point, India were just 113. Pakistan don't need that finishing kick. They can just play it very calmly. And that's because I think they've bossed the middle overs.
I'm going Bumrah next over, I reckon, personally. What will it be, about 18, 19, 20 to win? Bumrah comes in and bowls a magical over that goes for 4 with a couple of wickets. Then India back in it. Can't let it drift any longer.
Bhuvneshwar thought that he was almost on that tram line. The umpire disagreed.
Rizwan wasn't happy with the first one. He shuffled across a bit and it wasn't wided.
This could well be a 2 here as well. The running, as I said a little while ago, the running's been outstanding. Still pretty humid out there, so to be able to come back 2 very quickly so late in the innings, that's wonderful. It's now the highest opening partnership against India in all T20 internationals.
It's the only place to bat in T20 cricket at the top. Joss Buttler moving up for England. It is the best place to bat. Obviously you'll get the odd spell like Shane Shah, Freedy bowled today, where it will swing and then you're a little bit vulnerable, but in this format, top 3.
Now he's let.
बाबा को छोड़ के नहीं जाऊंगा.
टू गुड. लाइफ में गुड से ज्यादा करने वालों के लिए इनोवेटिव, टू गुड.
हर सुबह ऑल पर्स क्रीम जगाए ग़िज़ाइयत की लाली, जगाए लाली. ऑल पर्स दे अपनी काउस को इतना प्यार कि मिल्क की गुडनेस से बनी ऑल पर्स क्रीम जगाए ग़िज़ाइयत की लाली हर बार. अब छोटे पैक में भी दस्तयाब है. ऑल पर्स, सुबह बखैर जिंदगी.
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है,
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है. मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है.
Ever की भूख. I'm always in control.
हल्के फुल्के फूले, हल्का फुल्का टा.
ये मेरी नहीं, आपकी है.
हमारी
लाइफ में गुड से ज्यादा करने वालों के लिए इनोवेटिव टू गुड.
जब सॉफ्ट स्मूथ बटर थिक लशियस कैरमल में मिले, नो वंडर कैंडीलैंड बटर स्कॉच का मजा नॉन स्टॉप चले.
₹2 में इतना मजा. कैंडीलैंड बटर स्कॉच चलती जाए.
अपने कनेक्ट बाय HBL अकाउंट से यूटिलिटी बिल्स और स्कूल फीस पे करो स्विफ्टली, सेफली, सिंपली.
कनेक्ट बाय HBL. अब लाइफ है सिंपल.
मैंने फैसला कर लिया, बाबा को छोड़ के नहीं जाऊंगा.
टू गुड. लाइफ में गुड से ज्यादा करने वालों के लिए इनोवेटिव, टू गुड.
What's he got? Also behind the stumps, as you can see. There's third man. Third man's coming in there. Good spot. Third man's coming in. Long offs drop back. Long on's back. Well, of all the things you could do, how high was that? You want to look at that, but it doesn't matter, because off the bat it was high enough to go beyond the ropes.
I'm not sure why he went Shami at this stage. One of the great white ball bowlers in Bumrah, and that would be close to a no ball on height.
was really a free hit when it came there. It's a big 6-2 because that's gone first here. 10 fours and 5 sixes. It's now 11 from 17, and I think Bumrah may just not bowl the last over.
If he does, there'll only be a couple needed, so I thought that was odd from Kohli, whoever convinced him. He gave it to Bumrah first up. Obviously the dew didn't help Shami there. It has come down. Conditions, yep, the dew's come down. Yep, Pakistan won the toss, but let's be honest, for 80% of this game they have been the better side. They have bossed it. 145 for none. What a run chase this has been. Perfection.
And they've never won a T20 international by 10 wickets. This one is going into the gap as well. Take all the fielders out, you don't need them. Because at the moment the batsman can't even see them. All he's seeing is the spaces in between. Oh, it must be a wonderful feeling to be seeing the ball like that.
Well, if you're going to wait this long to beat them in a World Cup game, you might as well do it special. In 10 wickets they could do this. What a partnership this is. 149 unbroken. And Rizwan and Babar have been outstanding. And now Pakistan fans believe.
They've had so many things thrown at them. 0-5, 0-12. Now there's a number there. And they've never lost a T20 international by 10 wickets. But it doesn't matter which side you're supporting. It's just been such an admirable display of batsmanship by these two. There's a reason these two have been so successful at the top of the order. They've put on a show here.
They sure have. Different styles of players. He thrashes at it a bit, Rizwan. Babar, touch and class. Hardly put a foot wrong. Hardly a chance. It's just been outstanding. From first ball to what will be the last pretty soon.
Could well be this one. Just a single. Are they going to get a second? Yeah, they're charging back for the second. This could be the moment. This is the moment. And all of Pakistan will celebrate, as will these two young men out there. They're a wonderful opening partnership. Mohammad Rizwan, Babar Azam, calm, clinical and extremely skillful.
पहले सफी स्कूल से आता और लंच बॉक्स का माल भाई के साथ शेयरिंग इज केयरिंग कर जाता। कभी सैंडविच, कभी कबाब रोल और अम्मी को दिखाता खाली लंच बॉक्स। होशियार, फिर मस्त जिंदगी बर्बाद हो गई। सफी आता है और नो लिफ्ट, लंच बॉक्स भी खाली। जब से अम्मी ने कर्नौर नूडल्स इसको लंच में देना शुरू किया है, सब बदल गया। माना बहुत यमी है और पेट फुल हो जाता है, मगर ये तो नाइंसाफी है कि अकेले अकेले टिफिन चट कर दिया जाए। अफसोस का मकाम है। होगा मुझे क्या।
Those pictures of Virat with Babar and Rizwan were wonderful too, but well played. Pakistan win by 10 wickets. They've got their points on the board.
They'll be absolutely thrilled. Usual chaos behind the scenes in Pakistan with selection and last minute changes in selection. Changes behind the scene, teams not going to Pakistan to tour, pulling out at the last minute. They have been down and they are up again. Fair play to India, their coach and their players. To a man have gone up to Pakistan to congratulate them. I repeat, it is just a start, but it is absolutely the start they wanted. There's the hero with the new ball. Shaheen Shah Afridi set it up. And Rizwan and Babar Azam finished it off and finished it in some style.
What a bowler. What a wonderful bowler the Shaheen Shah Afridi is. Pakistan just seemed to produce these left-hand quicks who can swing the ball. And guess who's walking out there to shake hands with the Pakistan players? MS Dhoni, and now the celebrations will begin. And these are celebrations that are much deserved. They've waited, as you said, Nasser, for a very long time to be able to do this.
And they've done it in such un-Pakistan style. They usually have a stumble. They usually have a run out. They usually have a shamozzle in the field. Someone loses the plot. This is not the Pakistan we know. This has been clinical. This has been sharp. This has been a team together.
You talked about all that happened in the build-up to this game. If there's one team that wouldn't be bothered by all that's happening around, it would be Pakistan. I actually believe the two teams not going to Pakistan strengthened them, allowed them to play a lot of domestic cricket. It allowed them to pick people like Fakhar Zaman, like Haider Ali, and all these younger players in.
Well, there you go. Remarkably, trying to chase down 151. Mohammad Rizwan, 79 not out. And Babar Azam, the skipper, 68 in just 52 deliveries, a 10-wicket win.
India had nowhere to go, really, after that first over from Bhuvneshwar that had a couple of boundaries in it. 3 overs for 25. Chakravarti came on in the 4th over. Bowled 3 good overs, then a couple of sixes hit off him. Jadeja was economical. That's what you expect from your 5th bowler. And Bumrah 3 overs 22. Shami very expensive towards the end, and a lot more questions for India. But as it's a journey for Pakistan, so it is a journey for India. It's one game, and they've got 4 to play. But this will be such a shot in the arm for Pakistan. Remember, it's only a day in between before they play New Zealand on the 26th. So 151 for 7 was never going to be enough for India. It was actually a comeback that they got there after Afridi. You see that 3 for 31. There was a 17-run over at the end. Bowled beautifully in his first 2 overs to get Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul out. And after Hassan Ali had got Surya Kumar Yadav, India never really got back into the game. And a wonderful, clinical, calm chase from Pakistan. The win by 10 wickets is the first time they won a T20 international by 10 wickets. Yeah, power play 43. Then look at what happened there. I think that's when a lot of matches are won on there. In the middle overs, from 7 to 15, Pakistan made 78. So it was just a really classical acceleration through the middle overs, and then reaching a climax in the 18th, winning handsomely with 2 overs left. 43 for no loss most days is a really good power play. So Pakistan win by 10 wickets. There's a couple of very happy gentlemen we can go to. Bazid Khan with the player of the match presentation.
Well, the player of the match presentator for today's game is Mr. Ashneer Grover, founder of Post Pay. And the man of the match today, player of the match is Shaheen Shah Afridi. Shaheen, pehle award le lein. Shaheen, kya spell kiya? Ball swing ho raha tha. आपने यही प्लान किया था, हमेशा यही करते हैं?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है, पहली दफ़ा वर्ल्ड कप में मैच जीते इंडिया से। पाकिस्तानी लोगों की दुआएं, अम्मी अब्बू की, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इस पे प्राउड फील हो रहा है, काफ़ी अच्छा फील हो रहा है। बिल्कुल प्लान किया था कि अर्ली ऑन अगर मैंने ब्रेक थ्रू दी तो अच्छा स्टार्ट होगा टीम के लिए, तो मैंने सिर्फ कोशिश ही की थी, बाकी अल्लाह पाक ने दी।
Yeah, very happy with the performance and he planned with that swing. जब आपने पहला ओवर किया तो यही आप हमेशा ऐसी करते हैं कि बॉल को अंदर लेके आना है?
बिल्कुल कोशिश की थी। कल मैं जब नेट्स में गया था तो 4-5 कदम से यही था कि मैं थोड़ा सा स्विंग की कोशिश करूं, क्योंकि ज़्यादा स्विंग नहीं होता इधर, तो मेरा यही था अगर थोड़ा सा भी स्विंग हुआ और टीम को ज़रूरत है ब्रेक थ्रू की, अर्ली ऑन जब भी मैं आऊँ तो ब्रेक थ्रू दिया, तो मेरी यही कोशिश थी कि अपनी 100% दूँ, उसमें कामयाब हो गया।
Well, he tried his 100% and got the ball to swing with a very full length. जब बैटिंग शुरू हुई तो आपको यकीन था कि आराम से स्कोर हो जाएगा?
बिल्कुल, सिर्फ मेरे ख्याल से नया बॉल थोड़ा सा मुश्किल था, बट क्रेडिट पूरा जाता है बाबर और रिजी को, जैसे उन दोनों ने खेला है, आई थिंक अनबिलीवेबल, और बहुत क्रेडिट उनको जाता है और अल्लाह उनसे ऐसे ही रन करवाए।
A lot of credit to Babar and Rizwan with their opening partnership. ये मैच, इतना बड़ा मैच इंडिया से जीते हैं, तो अब टूर्नामेंट आपके लिए थोड़ा आसान हो जाएगा?
देखिए सारी टीमें मुश्किल है, नो डाउट इंडिया भी अच्छी टीम थी और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इस मोमेंटम को आगे लेके जाए और परफॉर्म करे और आगे और फाइनल्स पर जाए.
They want to go to the finals after this match. Shaheen Afridi, thank you very much and a great performance today. Brilliant bowling.
Thank you.
I'd love. Dhoni trying to pick his brains. He's perfectly happy to share in the knowledge. Babar Azam comes and shakes hands with him. These are the pictures that I think we need to see much more of. So well done today, Pakistan. You've got points on the table. Two big games early on, the 24th against India, 26th against New Zealand. So 2 points there. That net run rate's pretty good too. 0.97. Remember, only two go through to the semi-finals. There's New Zealand, India, but there's also Afghanistan, Scotland and Namibia. And here's a moment that will be played out many times over the rest of today, over all of tomorrow. He called for two, did Babar. As soon as they realized two was on, up went the hands in celebration. This was a moment, as we've been saying for a long time, Pakistan fans and players have waited a long time. It was a wonderful partnership. These two have now put on more than 150 together 3 times in warm words of appreciation from the opposition captain. The body language tells it all. Right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the two captains there for you.
सुबह बखैर जिंदगी.
मैंने फैसला कर लिया, बाबा को छोड़ के नहीं जाऊंगा. टू गुड.
लाइफ में गुड से ज्यादा करने वालों के लिए इनोवेटिव, टू गुड.
चॉकलाटो.
It's special inside.
डिलिशियस बिस्कानी चॉकलाटो के अंदर छुपी है स्पेशल वेलवेटी चॉकलेट. बिस्कानी चॉकलाटो, इट्स स्पेशल इनसाइड.
कभी धनिया और दही लाने के पैसे मिले हैं? सीबीओ से शॉप करें अपने फेवरेट ब्रांड्स एंड गेट गारंटीड कैशबैक. तो मिले ना ग्रोसरी करने के पैसे.
Favor की भूख. I'm always in control.
हल्के फुल्के भूखे, हल्का फुल्का था.
थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है,
मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है. मगर थोड़ा ट्रस्ट तो मस्ट है. मस्ती है. With you, yeah, share every emotion with you.
Oppo Reno 6 Series. Every emotion in portrait.
कितनी बॉल्स हो गई?
3.
अरे बाल तो करा चुका हूँ मैं.
तो 3 और करा ले. इनका हिसाब क्लियर रहे न रहे, आपके कारोबार का हिसाब हम रखेंगे हमेशा क्लियर.
वीकली हेवी इंटरनेट ऑफर मिले पूरे हफ्ते के लिए 14 GB इंटरनेट. अभी *270# मिलाओ. पाकिस्तानी नेटवर्क यूफोन 4G के लिए सब कुछ तुम ही तो हो.
गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट. सोप के मुकाबले में 99.9% पिंपल्स को खत्म करे. तो फिर एक्नी, ब्लैक हेड्स, ऑयली स्किन को करो नॉकआउट. नया गार्नियर मेन एक्नो फाइट.
You imagine, you believe, and then you achieve. Wear your attitude. Darren Sami by Asghar Ali.
अपने कनेक्ट बाय HBL अकाउंट से बस या एयर टिकट्स कटवाओ स्विफ्टली, सेफली, सिंपली।
कनेक्ट बाय HBL। अब लाइफ है सिंपल।
मेरी बेडशीट, मेरे कपड़े, मेरी क्रॉकरी और मेरे घर का सामान कहाँ से मिलेगा मुझे हर चीज पे डिस्काउंट?
दराज पे, वो भी 11/11 पे, 11 नवंबर से। तो फिर अभी ऐड टू कार्ट करें। दराज 11/11, बड़ी सेल की बड़ी बचत।
With that partnership, 79 for Rizwan. So it's now time for the captain's chat, and we have Virat Kohli. Virat, not the game that you wanted to start the World Cup campaign.
Well, definitely not. I mean, we did not execute the things that we wanted to, but credit should be given where it's due, and I think Pakistan certainly outplayed us today. With the ball, I think they started off brilliantly. When you get 3 wickets for 20 runs, it's very difficult to get back into the game, especially knowing that the conditions will be slightly different with dew coming in the second half. We always knew that we need a total which is competitive, but even with the bat, they did not give us any chances and were very, very professional and effective out there in the middle.
Hey, you talked about the dew, but what about the pitch? What do you make of the pitch today?
Well, it was okay. I mean, it played pretty slow in the first half. A little bit of dew helps the ball come on a little better in the second half. We saw that hitting through the line was not as easy in the first half as it seemed like the second half of the Pakistan innings, 10 overs onwards. So, you know, when you know that the conditions might change in the second half a little bit towards the batsman's favour, then you need those 15-20 extra runs, and for that you need to get off to a decent start. But as I said, some quality bowling from Pakistan up front did not let us get off the blocks quickly and to add those extra runs in the end.
Will there be a discussion on the combination of the team, on what bowlers to play? Is there a discussion where you think that you need another slow bowler maybe?
Well, you could make that argument, but then again, with the dew coming in the second half, I mean, the slower bowlers were not effective either. So it really depends on what kind of combination you're comfortable with. We're certainly not a team that presses the panic button, and it's just the start of the tournament. It's not the end of the tournament. So it's very important to stay composed and, you know, just understand our strengths and how we want to execute those plans out there in the middle. There definitely will be a chat around what we want to do in the next game, but it's certainly not a stage that we think, oh, what are we going to do moving forward? This is the first game of the tournament, and every team knows that.
Absolutely right. First game of the tournament. Didn't go your way today, but better luck with the rest of the tournament. Thank you, Virat.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So Virat Kohli is still quite positive about it. Obviously, just the first game of the tournament, and now we come to the main event. Babar Azam. Just listen to the crowd. Babar, इतनी बड़ी victory, मतलब आपके क्या फीलिंग्स है, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान के लिए इतनी बड़ी विक्ट्री काफ़ी दिनों बाद हुई है?
पहले तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है कि अल्लाह ने मैच जितवाया, और ये लड़कों की एफर्ट थी, और जो हमने प्लान एक्सिक्यूट किया था उस पर स्टिक किया, और जिस तरह बॉलर्स ने अर्ली ऑन विकेट ली वो हमें काफ़ी हेल्पफुल हुआ.
He says that he executed the plans very well. Plans की आपने बात की, शाहीन शाह अफरीदी की बताएं, क्या उन्होंने बॉलिंग की आज?
हाँ, देखें जिस तरह उसने स्टार्ट किया, अर्ली विकेटें हमने लेके दी, उससे हमारा कॉन्फिडेंस काफ़ी आया उससे, और उसके बाद फिर जो स्पिनर आए, स्पिनर ने काफ़ी अच्छा डोमिनेट किया, और उसके बाद डेथ में हमने काफ़ी अच्छी बॉलिंग की. जो हमने प्लान किया था उसको अप्लाई किया, और उसके सामने रिजल्ट आए.
So overall, bowlers bowled really well, and you got everything to plan, and then come to the batting. ओपनिंग पार्टनरशिप आपकी और रिजवान की इस टूर्नामेंट से पहले भी यही बात हो रही थी कि ओपनिंग ही पाकिस्तान की बहुत स्ट्रांग है, और आज वो दिखी.
हाँ बिल्कुल, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. जो हमारा प्लान होता है अपने आप को सिंपल रखते हैं, और जो हमारी हमने प्लान किया होता है जिस तरीके से हमने फिर 6 ओवर यूटिलाइज़ किया, उसके बाद फिर पार्टनरशिप हमने ग्रो अप की, और उसके साथ फिर हमने यही कहा था कि हमारा ओवर में 8 से 10, क्योंकि विकेट अच्छा होता जा रहा ड्यू में और शाम में काफ़ी अच्छा आ रहा था बॉल, तो कोशिश हम यही कर रहे थे कि हम जितना एंड तक जाएंगे उतना हमारे लिए अच्छा, और रिजल्ट हमारे हाथ में है.
So you batted deep and made sure that you get up with the run rate and get those boundaries away. सवाल यही बनता है कि पाकिस्तान ने इंडिया को T20 वर्ल्ड कप, मेंस T20 वर्ल्ड कप में हरा दिया. अब जो है ये टूर्नामेंट आपके लिए थोड़ा आसान हो जाएगा?
नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं. अभी शुरुआत है, और पहला मैच हम जीते हैं उससे कॉन्फिडेंस आया, और उसी कॉन्फिडेंस को लेकर हम आगे जाएंगे, क्योंकि अभी टूर्नामेंट स्टार्ट है और आगे काफ़ी मैचेस है, तो हम मैच बाय मैच चल रहे हैं, और कोशिश हमारी ये है कि जिस तरह आज हमने 100% दिया सब ने, अगले मैचों में भी 100%.
लेकिन कुफर तो टूट गया.
ये तो अल्लाह का करम.
Yeah, so they still believe that there's a long way to go in the tournament. बाबर, थैंक यू वेरी मच. लेकिन ये बताते चलें कि आखिरी दफ़ा पाकिस्तान ने कभी इंडिया को ऐसे नहीं हराया था, इतनी डोमिनेटिंग परफॉर्मेंस। मतलब इस मैच से पहले जो प्रेपरेशन थी इस मैच की, उसमें क्या डिस्कस हुआ?
प्रिपरेशन हमारी यही थी कि पास जो पीछे गुजर गया उस पर हम ध्यान नहीं दे रहे थे, और लड़कों में सिर्फ यही जो मेरी बात हो रही थी, जो मैं एज अ कप्तान मैं कोशिश कर रहा था कि इनको कॉन्फिडेंस दिया जाए, इनको बैक किया जाए जो हमारी प्रैक्टिस है, क्योंकि बड़े टूर्नामेंट से पहले आपको क्वालिटी प्रैक्टिस चाहिए होती है। हमने वार्म अप मैचेस खेले, उसके बाद उससे पहले हमारे डोमेस्टिक टूर्नामेंट हुआ, उसमें हमने पूरा 100% दिया। तो बड़े इवेंट से पहले जब अच्छे क्रिकेट खेलते हैं, अच्छे मैचेस खेलते हैं, तो उससे कॉन्फिडेंस होता है। और बिल्कुल मैं एज अ कप्तान यही चाहता हूँ कि जिस तरह लड़कों ने 100% दिया है फील्डिंग में, बॉलिंग में और बैटिंग में, तो ये मेरे लिए काफ़ी खुशहाल बात है।
Well, quality performance and confidence with the side. Very well done, Babar. Thank you very much. And what a performance for Pakistan. Back upstairs.
And his team have won the World 2020 final. The winners, West Indies. Sri Lanka, the new champions. Carlos Brathwaite, remember the name. Live the game, love the
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। दराज ऐप पर तमाम अहलिया ने पाकिस्तान को